So guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I have another product for you. So this right here I found at Ross. It was for $14.99. Apparently it's comparable to $25. These Panasonic headphones, I'm going to tell you the name of them in a moment. It's called the Panasonic RZ-B110W. Now if I find this in a link on Amazon, I'm going to post it for anyone that's interested in researching it a little bit more, but just stay tuned for the actual review if you just want to wait for me to talk about it. Now there will be timestamps in the description for you guys that hate my long-winded talking to go to the part that you actually want to see. But apparently this has a total of 26 hours of battery life, 6 hours per charge in air. We have the IPX4 apparently, and it says Ergo Fit. Now I don't think this has any type of software, but I'll check the Android market to see if it's on there. Anyway, with that being said, let's get right into the review and not waste any more time. So as soon as you open up the box, which I already unboxed everything for you guys, this is everything that you'll see. This is the basic booklet, which gives you some basic features of, not to use this when operating heavy machinery, those type of warnings, and it's in multiple languages. So this probably isn't the one that you're looking for. This is just like the guarantee, some specialized paperwork. What you're going to want is the Let's Get Started guide. Now this actually shows you how to use the functions, buttons, and things like that, but I'll show you this. I'll dedicate an entire section to this part to make it easy for anyone that's wondering about double clicks and triple clicks and things like that. Now it has the USB-C, as you can see, but just use your own cable if you feel like this one is too short. This is a very, very short cable, probably 6 inches or so, pause. You also have your rubber tips. Now I normally keep these type of tips because I use multiple headsets, and sometimes I want to switch them around, so I have enough for all my earbuds, and I review a lot of earbuds, by the way. But anyway, you probably have your large and your smalls in here, and then this is the actual headset itself. That's what you're here for. Now the moment you pick this up, I want to be honest with you, this feels cheap the moment I picked it up, but normally with cheaper headphones, you can kind of squeeze the top and you feel like it's caving in or bending. So the plastic is pretty solid, but it's just the build just seems really prehistoric when you think about the current landscape of headphones. But anyhow, you have the USB-C back here, no wireless charging, but it does give you a little bit information on the bottom, and you can see that that's the model. I'm using an iPhone, so it's kind of hard to get that clear model, but we talked about that before, the B110W. I'll put the link in the description for anyone that actually wants to look these up online. Anyhow, as soon as you pop this open, this is the earbuds themselves. I'm gonna go ahead and take one out. Here we are, as you can see. Actually, put that down. Here's a Panasonic, and right here, if you're looking at the front, try to get that in the light, you see the R, so they'll let you know which side is what. And of course, if you take both of these outside of the case, the left side is not going to fit in the right side. So even if you try to fit it in, it's just not going to work that way. So just keep that in mind. So you'll never actually accidentally put one in the wrong contact because it won't fit into the groove. They're size specific, ear size, left and right. And that's it. It's pretty simple. It's a solid case. Let me just shake it, see if it pops open. All right, so I'm checking the case pretty hard. So that it seems like the magnet to hold the case shut is actually very strong, which is surprising because like I said, when you look at this case in person, it looks very, very generic, like a little cheap $10 headset you normally see at Five Below or something, right? $5. But the fact that that magnet is that strong, and when you flip the hinge back, it seems pretty solid. Like it doesn't just close, like it sits where it's supposed to. I mean, eventually the hinge, if it takes damage, will get loose, but you could definitely tell that this is a pretty decent product. So even as it's open, the magnets are so strong that it won't even fall out. So that's actually some pretty good security right there. But so far, I mean, it's a pretty cool looking headset. Seems pretty standard for earbuds. The better question is, how it sounds and all that stuff. But before we do that, let's go into the next section. I'm going to show you guys the actual instruction manual. All right, so here's the instruction manual for the RZ-B110, and the other side is for the B310W. Okay, that is, I don't, that's different. That actually kind of caught me off guard. I don't know if this is the same model, but sold at a different time, because some companies rebrand, or these two separate models and they're giving me instructions for both. That's really weird. But anyway, let's open this up. I showed you how to actually connect them. You see that right there where you take those little white tabs off? That's what I did earlier in the video. So that way it's the connections will the headset will actually connect to the actual connectors and start charging the headset itself. If you don't take those away, the headset won't ever charge. So just keep that in mind. Shows you how to charge it. I already told you guys how to do that. It takes about 2.5 hours from 0 to 100% to charge the headphones with the case inside. So to some people that might be a long time. I don't think that's too bad, especially if it has a total of 26 hours, which means that you'll be charging it depending on your usage every day or every other day, some maybe even once a week. Anyhow, the second thing says it shows you how to go to the Bluetooth settings to turn it on, which I'm going to show you guys how to sync it in the next section. How to fit them in your earbuds, which is pretty simple. Step 4 is basically taking off the rubber tips, showing that you can change them. Remember, I told you there's mediums on it more likely, and then there's large and small sizes. That's how they normally are. Then right here, you have the headset button. So if you tap the left side, it answers the call. If you tap the right side, it looks like it answers for music. And these are just the functionality right here. Let me just put this A and C. Active noise cancellation. These have active noise cancellation. That's new to me. Anyway, we're gonna try out all these features. But the point is that just take a screenshot of this. Let me do it one more time for you guys. Pan over so you can go ahead and see it. Pause the video where you need to and go ahead and do that. And then this side says, here we go, the B10. So I was looking at the wrong one. The one that I have does not have active noise cancellation, but the process of Bluetooth and sync and all that stuff is still going to be exactly the same. So they just use the same stuff. Anyway, I want to show you guys in real time how to actually sync this, because that's going to be easier than looking at that manual with no words. So the syncing process for this should be pretty simple. I'm going to show you right now. What we're going to go ahead and do is take this out of the case, both earbuds. I'm going to let the left side and the right side communicate with each other, and they're going to sync to one another. And I don't see any type of light on this headset, so I guess there's no light indicator to let you know that they're currently connected. Not a big deal. I'll just leave them as is. And let's go ahead and go to the settings. So if you see smudges on the screen, it is what it is. I was using it recently. See if it pops up. Yep, RZ-B110W. Oops, wrong thing. We tap that. For Android users, it's going to ask you to pair depending on if you're using a Samsung device or no, I'm about to say LG device. No one uses that anymore. A Samsung device, a OnePlus, a Motorola. Apple users, you just go to Bluetooth, same thing. And when you tap on the name, it's going to automatically connect. You already know it doesn't ask you for your permission. It does it because it expects you to be in Bluetooth searching, so you wouldn't be there by mistake. But anyway, very simple process in order to sync. No, there is no multi-point for anyone that is wondering. If you try to sync this to another device, either you have to delete it from the previous device or be far enough away where it'll go in sync mode on its own, and you can go back to Bluetooth and pair it with a new device. So very simplistic and easy to do. All right, guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and place these inside the ear. You see them in my hands, so you know that I'm actually using the product. And I have my trusty tablet with me with a plethora of songs. And we're going to go ahead and see what I can play. So I'm thinking, what y'all think? It's something that's heavy with rap, I think is a good idea. Shoot. Let me do some Little Baby. Emotionally Scarred. There we go. I need something with some range with different instruments. Okay. So far, the instruments are very clean. But it does sound a tad bit grainy. You can definitely tell that this isn't the best drivers. The bass sounds really clean. The voices sound good too. Alright, so let me kind of explain it. With some headsets, sometimes it falls short of certain sound demographics. It might be bass heavy, but then the voice quality isn't that good for the particular artist. I think the voice is the most defining feature on this headset, because when you listen to Little Baby, I think it's easy to understand. But the thing is, a lot of these rappers have extremely heavy bass. Now, when I listen to this song on a different headset, the bass feels heavier because that's the way the product is made. While it's weird, the Panasonics, I feel like, and it's going to sound nuts, it sounds like deep, heavy bass. Let me explain that to you guys real fast what that means. The bass is still there. If you use a pair of Beats or Bose or something else, you know they specialize in bass. It's like the way the artist intended a particular song, not necessarily with Beats, but like a more professional headphones. The better the headset, the better the original sound is going to be. we perceive it a different way depending on the product that we're using, and that's how we determine if it's good or bad outside of lyrics and things like that, mixing. Anyway, the point is that the voices is very, very defined, but the bass, even though it's heavy and it's thumping, it sounds really good. It spreads out nicely in the ears like surround sound. It's a light boom. You know, when a song go boom, 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 you sort of feel it, like it's sort of rumble depending on how you like your headset. This still gives you the illusion. It's kind of like a diet soda. It gives you the illusion where the bass is there. You hear the thumping. It just doesn't vibrate in your body and vibrate in your ears. And to be honest, because it doesn't do that, I think that you can listen to this at higher octaves without getting headaches. Because I have it on the highest volume right now before I paused it, and I didn't feel any headaches. Normally headphones give me headaches right away. Now, I'm not encouraging anyone to turn up the music. Don't destroy your eardrums. But the point is, it felt a little easier on the ears listening to these than a lot of other earbuds. So I'm going to play another song, and let me do I'll do Juice WRLD Lucid Dreams, because that has all types of instruments playing. Sounds really good. There is a problem though. I'm just waiting for the beat to drop, then I'll tell you. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. I love and I hate you. Okay. So I think I could give you guys a decent assessment now. Let me first say that the bass is booming, but it feels very light. It's like it feels protected. That's why I said it feels like a diet soda, where it's still soda, but you know what the real thing sounds like. If you've ever used AirPods or just $20 Soundcore Anchors, $15 JLabs, you know they focus more on the rumble of the bass and the sound, everything surrounding it. These feel like they tried to hold the bass back. I don't know. I don't know why they did it. Maybe that's just how Panasonic sound. I haven't used a Panasonic headset in 1,000 years, so it is what it is. But outside of that, the bass doesn't sound bad. It just doesn't have that booming bass that you would normally hear if you're listening to a rock song or something like that. It'll still sound good, but you can tell it's like you're lacking that boom that's going to make you jump around and really dance with it. It's like, I heard it better. This is good, but not the way I used to listening to it. The voices sound pretty good. Very, very clear. Juice WRLD was very clear. I didn't hear any static in his voice. There is a light grainy effect in the background, in my opinion, overall in every song that I played, on camera and off camera. So I think that's just the way the Panasonic drivers are. But it doesn't get in the way. It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel like you have a cheap product. I would like to think that the overall sound is pretty good. But to be honest with you, if I had to choose between the JLab Go Minis or something like that, I don't think this has better sound than that. I'm just being honest here. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. But it's not a slight at Panasonic, because they've been out for a very long time. It's just that when you see these in the store, yeah, if you use them, you'll sound perfectly fine to you. You'll be like, oh, it sounds good. You're exaggerating. No, I'm just comparing it to other devices close to its price range. This is probably the worst out of all of them that I come across, name brand wise. We're not talking about them off brand. But anyway, I like it. They're not bad. I definitely plan on regifting them, putting them back inside the case, and probably gift them later on to someone that I know. But outside of that, let's go over to the next section, and that is going to be how it sounds in real time with the actual microphones. Oh, almost forgot what I was about to say. So this right here is going to be a sample of how the headset is going to sound during any type of recording. If you're doing a vlog, if you're speaking to people, for the most part, this is the speaker quality. Now, I do want to preface this by saying that depending on what location you're in and Bluetooth connectivity, that might determine if you have a decent signal, or how scratchy or how bad you sound. I'm in a clean, closed off environment right now. So if I was to go outside, you would obviously have a harder time listening, especially if cars are honking and people are going past and wind is blowing. Most of these cheaper headsets don't do very well in that category. They more so do well in music. So if you're fine with how this sounds, then this headset will in fact work for you. So here's the question. Are the Panasonics actually worth the asking price? I don't think that they are. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Even though I talked about the music quality, and I didn't say it was particularly bad, The call quality isn't particularly bad. The instructions to use it are very simple. You may be asking, well, why am I saying that it's not worth it? Well, I got them at $14.99 at Ross, but they're normally $25 or probably $30 online. That's the regular price. Remember, the discount price is one thing. Sometimes people look at reviews and say, I like the product enough, well, I'll actually buy it from the manufacturer or whatever. No, I would never suggest that to you. Here's one of the reasonings. This also was $14.99 at Ross. This is the P25Is. They got like, what, an 8-9 hour battery life or so. You got 30 hours total in terms of charging. So you get more hours. You get a substantially better quality when it comes to just music bass in general. And I'm being objective here. It's just better overall. On top of that, you actually have software support for the Anchor app, and it gets firmware updates. So again, when I compare the two, it's just like it's night and day. I can't in good faith say that this is a product worth buying when I know there is a better option at regular price that you can get on Amazon and have it sent to you next day, next 2 days, whatever type of plan that you have. And again, I don't make any money off of doing this except for you guys, the viewership, supporting the channel by watching it, and I appreciate that. But no, I cannot sit here and suggest this product when there are so many better ones out there. It is what it is. Anyway, like and subscribe like always. If you happen to have this product and you like it, good. I'm not here to tell you not to like it. I know people feel a type of way when they talk about a particular product, but no, it's not that type of channel. It's a decent headset, but it's not worth the asking price when compared to what's in this class. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.